Hi there, this is Tony from pianotone.ca, and this is my fifth and final video in my series on recording with the Yamaha PSR-E473 and PSR-EW425 keyboards. The first four videos were on creating multi-track MIDI recordings and backing tracks that included custom intros and endings. Links to all of those videos are in the description below. In this video, I'm going to be going over multiple ways that you can make audio recordings with these two keyboards. Let's check it out. So just in case you're not clear on the difference between MIDI and audio, when you record MIDI, you're actually recording data, not sound. You're recording the notes that you played, how long you held them, the timing, how hard or how soft you played them, etc. And then whatever you are using to play that data back, whether it's your keyboard or whether it's some software or an app on a PC or a tablet, that's going to use whatever sounds it has to replay them. So for example, you could record something you played on your keyboard using a piano sound and record that in MIDI format, then copy that MIDI data to a PC or a tablet, open that file in an app, and then play it back with a piano sound or any other sound that is built into that software. And the added benefit of MIDI is that you can also edit MIDI data within your app. You can change a missed note, you can change how long it was held, and once again, you can change what kind of a sound you're using for it. Okay, so that's MIDI. Now you can also make audio recordings of your keyboard as well, and when you do that, it's just a single audio wave file that's basically like holding up a mic to record your keyboard out of its speakers, except when you do this using the direct audio recording features of these keyboards, you're going to get a nice and clean, very high quality wave file. Now keep in mind that your ability to edit this file later is limited when compared to MIDI. For example, you can't edit what was played, and since everything you recorded is all within a single file, you can't adjust relative volumes of, let's say, the accompaniment versus what you're playing, that type of thing. All you can basically do with this kind of a file is apply some effects or edit the volume or add some equalization, that type of thing. So before I demonstrate the three ways that you can record audio on these keyboards, I wanted to answer a question that you probably have, which is what gets included in the recordings? Well, for all three methods that I'm going to demonstrate, the answer is the same. Everything. Well, with one tiny exception. Any audio that your keyboard produces will get included in that final wave file with all of these methods. That means that your keyboard playing, the rhythms and the accompaniment, any audio you might have streaming into the keyboard through the audio in port, and also the vocals if you're using the keyboard's built-in mic port. The only thing that doesn't get included is the tick of the metronome if you happen to be using it, and that's a good thing. That's the way it should be. Okay, so what are the three options for recording audio on the Yamaha PSR-E473 and PSR-EW425 keyboards? Number one is recording audio directly to a USB flash drive. Number two is to record audio using a USB cable, taking advantage of the built-in audio interface on these keyboards. And three is to record audio using the left and right line outs with audio cables to an external audio interface box. Okay, so option one is recording audio to a USB flash drive. So this is the quickest and easiest way to record audio. Once you have a flash drive inserted into the back of your keyboard and you're ready to record something, so you've got your voices, rhythms, and accompaniment. If you're streaming anything through the audio in, you've got that connected and ready to go. And if you're using your mic to sing along, you've got all of that set up. To do that, all you have to do is hold down Shift and then press the record button. Holding Shift tells the keyboard that you want to record audio instead of MIDI. Then you'll notice that the audio light appears as black, with a black background there on the menu screen. Then to actually start recording, all you have to do is press the record button again to start it, and then you go ahead and play, and then press record again to stop. So I'm just going to record something really quick here. And I could be singing as well. So let record again to stop. Turn those effects off. So once you finish your recording, you'll see that the keyboard automatically names it. It's going to name it audio and then basically a number. That's just is assigned number 42. And that's because it looked at the flash drive and saw that it had an audio 41. And that was the biggest one. So now it's named this one audio 42. If I was to copy this file off my flash drive to a PC, I could rename it if I wanted to, and then put the flash drive back into the keyboard, and I would be able to see that name instead when I replay it later. So how do you access this file later on so you can listen to it again and play along with it? Well, when you turn your keyboard on, it's going to look something like this. If you were to just press the song button to get into user songs, all you're going to see here are MIDI songs, both the built-in ones and also the ones that you've recorded into multi-track MIDI files. But to see the audio songs on the flash drive, you just press this again, the song audio button. And then now it actually took me straight to audio 42, but now I can see all of the audio songs that are on the flash drive. So if I just click play to play that back, and I could be singing as well. So hit record again to stop. So as you can see, it records everything, including the vocals. So super cool. And now that I have that file on a flash drive, it's easy to copy it to a PC and do whatever I want with it. Okay, so option 2 is recording audio using a USB cable and the built-in audio interface. So one of the biggest features of the Yamaha PSR-E473 and the PSR-EW425 is that they have an audio interface built into the USB to host port. On most keyboards, this port only sends MIDI data to a PC or a tablet, but on these Yamaha keyboards, it also sends audio in both directions. So this means that you can use it as another audio input to just stream music from your device, or you can use it to send audio to your device. So the main two uses for this awesome feature are, the first one is to send high-quality audio to an app on a device like a PC or a tablet, typically to do some home recordings. So this could be GarageBand on an iPad or any other audio recording app. And the second use is to easily create piano performance videos that use high-quality direct audio instead of a noisy recording with your phone's mic to share on social media, share with friends, that type of thing. And this is exactly how I am recording this video right now. I've got my PSR-EW425 connected to my iPhone with a USB cable and a lightning adapter, and the iPhone is filming this video. And instead of the mic built into the iPhone's using the direct high-quality audio that's being sent through the USB cable. And as you can see, that audio includes everything the keyboard generates, including the mic input, which is me talking right now. So I've actually been working on a separate video specifically on how to record a piano video this way. So here is an excerpt from that video that shows exactly how to do this. Okay, step 1 is to insert my USB cable into the USB to host port on my Yamaha, which I've already done. And at the other end of my USB cable is a lightning adapter to connect to my iPhone. I've actually got a lightning adapter extension on here too, just for a little bit of extra length. So I'm going to run the free Yamaha Rec and Share app. And then I'm going to plug in my keyboard. Now when I do that, the app is going to pop up to confirm that my keyboard is connected. Sometimes it just says keyboard, sometimes it says EW425. Doesn't matter, either way it still works fine, so I just clicked done. Now once again, note that I could just be using the default camera app on my iPhone, but I just wanted to demonstrate the Rec and Share app to a lot of the users on my channel that have Yamaha keyboards. But this works just fine with the built-in camera app on your phone as well. And now that I'm connected, I'm going to see this little green indicator up here saying that my keyboard is indeed connected. So from the practice and recording screen, just got to slide this a little bit, I'm going to click Start Recording. Then now I'm ready to record. So to do that, all I have to do is hit the red record button, and then it's going to give me a countdown, which gives me time to run to my keyboard and start playing. Now I can be doing this with or without headphones. It doesn't really matter. Normally I would be using headphones, but for this video I'm not going to, because I want you to be able to hear the difference of the kind of piano video I'm going to get just using the built-in mic on my iPhone, so that one that's doing the recording, as opposed to the high-quality direct audio that I'm going to get out of using the Rec and Share app with this USB connection. So by default, there's going to be 4 pre-count clicks, audible pre-count clicks after the 10, 9, 8, etc. countdown goes. This is pretty handy, but it can be pretty loud in your headphones, so just be aware of that. You can disable the feature in the app settings, but I haven't figured out a way to turn the volume of those clicks down. But anyways, let's give this a quick try. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. So I'm going to hit stop. Now I could click on play here just to see how it turned out, but I'm not going to bother doing that just yet. I could click the X to trash it and go redo it again, or I'm going to click save instead though. And then that's going to save it, and I'm just going to accept the default file name. So I'm just going to remove the phone from this so I can show you a couple other things. If I go to recorded songs, there's my song there. So I could go in and play it again, or once again I could trash it. I can edit it, but it's very basic, the editing that you can do. Basically all you can do is you can adjust, you can trim the front and the end of it, and you can adjust the volume. So I'm not going to bother doing any of that. So if I want to share this to social media or just copy it to another location so that I can work with it again, I just click the share button. It warns me that it's going to take some time to generate the file, so I just click OK. Now for a long video, this can take 15-20 seconds or so. This one shouldn't be too bad. See, it's ready to go already. So now that I'm in the file sharing screen, I just long press it, and then this is where I can go and share it to copy it to another location, or share it directly to social media if I don't need to edit it any further, that type of thing. Okay, so now before I show you the video that we just made, I'm going to quickly replay my playing as recorded by the iPhone's built-in mic that wasn't connected to my keyboard. So just the recording out of the speakers and me singing directly to the phone. So you can compare it to the one that was recorded using this direct connection. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. Okay, so for the other main use for this cable, which is to send audio to an app on a device to record your audio, it's super simple. To keep this video from turning into a very long how to use GarageBand video, I'm just going to demonstrate this with the built-in voice memos app on my iPad so we don't get too sidetracked. So I've got my PSR-EW425 connected to my iPad with a USB cable and a lightning adapter. All I have to do now is run the voice memos app, which is already running on my iPad, and then hit record. And I can hit stop, and we'll go back and play this. Now remember that this built-in audio interface sends audio in both directions, so it also acts as another audio input. So that's why when I click play on the app, I'm going to be able to hear the audio coming back to my keyboard again. So now you can click the share button. If I go back to the main menu, click done here, then I can click the share button, and then I can go ahead and copy it to another folder, the iCloud, or share it to social media or something. Okay, so the third option is to record audio using the left and right line outputs to an external audio interface. Okay, so this option for recording audio with the PSR-E473 and PSR-EW425 is the same way you can record direct audio with any keyboard. And for keyboards that don't have a built-in audio interface like these Yamahas do, this is the only way to record audio. But this method does require an external audio interface box like a Focusrite Scarlett or a UA Volt or a Roland Go Mixer Pro, that type of thing. The basic idea is that you use an audio output jack from your keyboard to send the sound from your keyboard to your audio interface. Then the audio interface will convert that analog audio signal into a digital audio stream and then send it to your device, so a PC, tablet, or a phone with a USB cable. If your keyboard has left and right line outputs, then these are what you should use. These outputs are at what is called line level, which will be a very clean, high-quality signal. So I would use 2 1/4-inch TR cables to connect my keyboard to my audio interface. Now, if your keyboard does not have left and right line outputs, then you will have to use your keyboard's headphone port instead. This will still work, but headphone ports have amplification built into them to power the speakers in the headphones. So they're not line level, and they're not going to be quite as clean of a signal. But in that case, I would connect your keyboard's headphone port using a splitter cable like this one to your audio interface. Then once you're all hooked up to your device, you can go ahead and record direct audio into a recording app or straight to your phone's camera to make a video. The audio interface is going to send the final digital audio stream to your device with a USB cable. So other than demonstrating how to hook this up, I don't really need to demonstrate this because it works exactly the same as the direct connection does. The only difference is that we need this external audio interface box if we have a keyboard that doesn't have this feature built in. So given that my PSR-EW425 does have an audio interface built in, would I ever use this method to record audio? Only in one situation. And that is, if I'm recording a video with multiple keyboards, like a keyboard comparison video, then I would need to do it this way. And I would also need to add one more external device into the mix. I would connect both my keyboards I'm recording with audio cables from either their left and right line out ports or their headphone ports if needed to this Yamaha mixer of mine. Then I would output the audio from the mixer to my audio interface. And then that way, the audio interface is going to get the digital audio to my phone with a USB cable that includes both of the keyboards. So that's pretty much it for this video and for my video series on recording with the Yamaha PSR-E473 and PSR-EW425 keyboards. Hopefully you found this video series and this video useful. If you like the content, please feel free to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. It does really help me out. I've left links below to all the other videos in this series, as well as some Amazon links to these 2 keyboards if you're curious about current pricing in your area. I've also got links to some piano training I recommend, and to my first original song on piano, Walk With You. So thanks again for checking this video out, and have an awesome day.